Hi, it's been a while. I've been distracted and I'm sorry for not uploading again. Seriously, this is the last time this is gonna happen. I really have to get myself together. If you're new here, just smash that thumbs up button and watch this video till the end so the YouTube algorithm knows that I exist. Anyways, a lot has happened since I last uploaded, and it seems that things are getting worse than they are better. It got me thinking about my place in all of this mess and there's a point in worrying. And I came to the conclusion, no. Worrying has no purpose and I can just chill. You see, I'm a firm believer that life can be lived responsibly, but at the same time with a sense of playfulness and not caring. I might come off as aloof and delusional, but trust me, I do care. Just not about the things that other people care about. The search for being responsible and chilling at the same time led me to discover Stoic philosophy. Recently, I stumbled upon a Roman emperor's journal. Yep, it's this book. And I know it's got that cover that English teachers force you to read, but don't click away, because I did the hard work of reading it for you. And it really changed my perspective on life. Stoicism's literal definition is being indifferent to pain and pleasure. The way I see it, it's a way of approaching life where you accept things for its true nature, not polluted by emotions, biases of other people, simply just seeing things for the way they are. Stoicism is caring about only what is in your control and not anything else. When it comes to Marcus Aurelius, he was tasked with the responsibility to manage the entire Roman Empire. This was also during the time when the empire was threatened by wars from all sides. It was plagued by disease, much like today, but worse. However, he was considered a good leader because he took every action that was in his control, and he did a formidable job considering the terrible times. He went through wars, but he isn't remembered for the wars he waged. He's remembered for his contemplative nature, taking action with reason and responsibility. In his journal, now translated as Meditations, Marcus Aurelius talks about his thoughts. And here I understood that our suffering comes from the way we view things, not from the things itself. For example, it is not corona that is causing the fear. The opinions about the virus are causing the fear. I know that the only thing in my control are things like socially distancing myself, wearing a mask, sanitizing, etc. I know it's easy to get angry at people who just don't get it, the inconsiderate people who would throw parties during this time and not socially distance. But once you've done your part in informing them, forget them. Same goes for other recent disasters like California fires and Beirut explosions. The only thing that was in my individual control was donating, so I donated money to Direct Relief and Lebanese Red Cross. My point in mentioning these events isn't to desensitize the gravity of these disasters, but to divert focus towards the controllable. I think it's one of the most freeing realizations to know what is in my individual control. How I perceive any event in this world is in my control. My perception directs every experience in my life. All of this has happened before. Disasters, plagues, fires, injustices. History has constantly repeated itself. No feeling is new. Everything has been experienced before by a billion other lives. How these events have been handled in the past comes down to how one perceived the event. Whether they saw the event as a threat to their power, a call to help those in need, or any other type of perception. Something Marcus preaches is to understand the temporality of time. To explain this, I would like to share a photograph. One of my favorite photographs of all time is the pale blue dot. A picture of Earth taken by Voyager 1 just before it was about to leave our solar system. On this, Carl Sagan writes, "Look again at this dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everything you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever was, lived out their lives. The aggregate of our joy and suffering, thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines. Every hunter and forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilization, every king and peasant, every young couple in love, every mother and father, hopeful child, inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there, on a mote of dust suspended in sunbeam. I think knowing that we're just a tiny dot in a single frame of time is a humbling realization. Stoicism understands that time and actions are limited. We have to make the most of this human experience, but not to satisfy our animalistic impulses, but to seek a higher purpose, confiding in truth, living in accordance with nature, which means to accept what comes to you. One of my favorite quotes by Marcus Aurelius is, "Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good." So stop giving a shit about the things that most people care about. Only a few things really matter. To stop worrying, find what matters to you, and then forget everything else. Base everything on reason and truth. I didn't upload because I was having doubts about myself. I wasn't sure if my videos were good enough. But the thing is, the more I thought about my purpose, which is to empower people and help individuals live their best life possible, the more it made sense that I should continue to make these videos. This is when I should stop caring about what people think about me. I should stop distracting myself with temporary pleasures. Those are the things that I don't need to worry about. So here I am, not worrying, just chilling, doing my thing. Whatever happens, happens. This moment is in my control. And that's how you live a worry-free life. Just like everything else, practicing Stoicism takes practice. It takes time to recondition the way we've been taught to think. But I think in the long run, thinking this way can help us take the right action. One that is not selfish and feels effortless to perform. One that unites us instead of dividing us. And that's it for this video. There's so much more left to talk about. In my future videos, I will talk about journaling methods and action steps to dive deeper into the Stoic way of living. Other than that, I make videos on life and growth. If you're interested, subscribe and we'll vibe together. And you know what else is in your control? Hitting that bell icon so you don't miss my videos, and like to support the channel. I'll see you soon. Bye.